Hey, friends.
Hey, we're back. Last week we talked about our little mini series within a series on the three ways in which to participate in Lent, and those were almsgiving, fasting, and prayer. This week we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're actually going to talk about the particular virtues that are often developed during Lent. And today's virtue is obedience.
hmm
What do you got to say, Trav?
So, for obedience, there's obviously a lot to go into, but providentially, Santina and I had a pretty cool experience this past Sunday where we were at Mass a little bit early, which is awesome that happened. And we saw a family just get out of a van. It was parents and 8 children, and it was
One by
awesome.
one. We didn't know when it was
Beautiful.
going to end.
Beautiful. And just took a moment to just kind of reflect on that. And we're like, yeah, that's the dream. And just seeing these children and from all different ages, but all still pretty young. And just like thinking like they're learning obedience. They're learning obedience through love. They trust that their parents love them and therefore they can be obedient and understand and follow their parents. I mean, that's the goal. But the thing is, like, we can mess up sometimes, but the goal is to learn to be obedient to the one ultimately who loves us most, which is our Heavenly Father.
Yeah. And to bring it to a practical note for Lent, it's around this time we start to get a little antsy and start to question what we did for Lent or why we decided to do. I will say, like, not eating dessert after lunch today was so hard. I didn't do it, but I almost did. And yeah, it was just really hard. But basically, it was teaching me in that moment to obey the promise I'd given to God, to simply obey. And by doing that more and more, by multiple difficult situations coming up where I have to obey in order to follow the will of God, it develops that virtue in me, so it becomes easier. And that way, when God does lay out His plans for you, and He demonstrates what His will is for your life and the promise for your life, you have a better disposition in your heart to respond according to what He desires, to obey Him, and keep up the good work. Just trust that every hard situations, even if it's as silly as not eating dessert after lunch, because most people don't even eat dessert after lunch. Every little circumstance counts. It counts. So
Yeah, growing in virtue,
yes.
one day at a time.